Hello and welcome. From failed moves can oftentimes come fast moves in the opposite direction. And it looks like maybe we might be looking at a double failed breakdown. I've never said double failed breakdown on here, at least I don't think I have. All bets, trades of the likes within each's own risk and their own reward. And yeah, when these things go, they can sure as heck go pretty good as price action on the single hour term time frame on Bitcoin at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, and this was just a fast, sudden move. Up over $1,000, over 10%, and not that long of the time frame. On the single minute term time frame, that's not steadily down with the other ones on the way there, like the 15 and the 4. Before the event happened, the market was in its decline and then attempting to revert the trend, and well, it did a phenomenal damn good job. So now let's wait to see this thing go sideways because that's what I've said that a lot too. Straight up or straight down and then goes sideways after that. Goes up, attempts a sideways move in here, and then even some more. From point A, which is roughly around, or the break of 10,120, up to the resistance where we stand now at 10.3. Well, that's what it was resistance up until 11.09. Then it extended it just a little bit further, but so far, most certainly a fantastic up move. And as far as a double breakdown is concerned, and a double bottom, even triple for that matter, it breaks down below this key support at 90, well, 9,900, 90, of course at 98, but hair below 10,000. And then it resists it, comes back down, and then it breaks down again this morning before the move happens. So that's where the double play comes in. It's almost getting like a double scoop of ice cream. Sometimes you want your cake and you want to eat it too, and then you want to eat some more of it. Well, we'll see how much more of this cake Bitcoin wants to eat. But yeah, this level now, I guess it was resistance earlier. I'll deem it as that as support. We'll see how far this move can go. It's still, of course, a very live play. Litecoin was very live at this exact moment when this has happened. I haven't looked at the 1 minute term time frame for Litecoin, but I know it is most certainly in this level here because it was actually rising with Bitcoin as it was going up for a little bit. It was crazy. I got 3 ratio trades in on Litecoin. Let's go to Binance and see how this looks on the one. It's got yeah, pretty much about the same. It's already had a solid flattening out, but that makes sense because Litecoin's declining against Bitcoin lately as far as the last few minutes. So there we have it. We have $89, and then it gets back up close to 100 now in at 97 on the daily term time frame. There we have. I really can't count this as a failed breakdown by any means. Not when you have 1 day, two. No, but it's a resistance area test right now within the 18 of highs. It's still mathematically, of course, below the 100 number. Within its BTC cross, when we take a look at this, we're going to see a little bit of a decline on the 5 and 50. Like, yeah, there was a really interesting 1 minute spark move in here on the. Let's just again, for no further ado, let's just go to the 1 minute right in here. This is when my alerts went off crazy at 10:38 a.m. Eastern time. They really started to go off pretty good, and you have this failed breakout comes back down another little bit and one in here. Then the decline against Bitcoin, but possibly attempting to break it out. This is a 1 minute term time frame, so it's all like yada. I sold against Theta, I sold against Tron, and Ripple. For Litecoin and Theta, I got a price of 870. Now I'm at 841, so I would have got it. It would have been on the tail end going down because I actually had to make a deposit of Litecoin to make the play. And this is my heavily traded fund, I would think of two. I don't know. Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash is pretty big too. But that's on the radar to sell Litecoin for Bitcoin Cash on the close end right now because Litecoin Bitcoin Cash 7.5% move. I last traded at 342. Was at 318. I guess I can take a look at that crossing as well. And within this on the daily chart, what do we see from its move? I mean, I'm just playing its volatility, of course. The price action did manage to come down to this low. So now that it went up from this low, it's a sell. And for me now, I'm just going to let my indicators tell me when next to alert me, either going down below this line or above that high. And as far as Bitcoin Cash on the 1 minute term, I wasn't able to pick away anything down here. In fact, I've even logged on to a site where I need to be able to trade this. I don't trade this on Binance merely for the simple fact of I I've always had a little bit of Bitcoin Cash on Poloniex, just a small amount, and then I just withdraw from there. But I'm just still waiting for this level to go down there. I don't even know how much. I probably don't even have enough Litecoin anyway on there. But you know what? That's no big deal. If the market comes down here, I'll deposit Litecoin, and then I'll then buy my Bitcoin Cash. Tron and Ripple. On Ripple, well, Tron I got 4,006, and Ripple 303, which is where Ripple is in at around now, the 303. So there was its straight up move. On the daily chart, it's going up. Ripple is not, or Ripple's not doing as well as Litecoin for the year. Right now, I wouldn't be surprised, in fact, even more so after what I'm seeing today. There's a lot of these predictions by Samantha Jane that I mentioned yesterday. And this 9,300 is just getting sicker and sicker as it was that double hit bottom area. She's basically stating this thing is going to be like a buck and what is it? It's like $12 or $10 or something, I think. Anyway, what does XRP look like against the dollar, just for something to look at? $0.32 down from this high from 50. I end up picking another bit of it down on the lower end here, which is pretty cool. But if this thing goes, I know they can just have fantastic moves. I mean, a move to $1.50, or $2.50 anyway, would be previous high. We'll see. But let's move on next to that Tron. I got a last ratio trade at 4,000, which is where we stand right now at that price point, as it's leaving the 18 average on the weekly, on the daily. These up and down moves are what I see a lot of in ratios. This, I mean, that's depending on its volatility, maybe not the greatest. This is 33 high to like 3,000. That's still like a little over 10%. This move to this move, this here. And even in here you can find a couple, but nonetheless, this is going higher, so I'm going to be selling Litecoin for that of Tron. And that's just basically what I do. And we'll finish it off within the dominance, Bitcoin dominance, which is in its, at least on the coin market cap. No, excuse me, rather, the trading view calculations. That's a complete reason why I say it, because it's probably different. 68 and 2/3 here. But what I'm more focused on is the where the trend and everything is showing. And amongst the move in here, Bitcoin, its move is dominating over cryptocurrencies. But not enough yet where it's at this previous high. Of course, it's in a dominating fashion. Bitcoin it is. I expect markets to go up, then go down, then go up. So when this is going to stop going up, well, we'll wait and see. But I believe altcoins will get a good push coming very, very soon, especially I even think it's starting now, but especially as we move into August. The Litecoin dominance, it's up a little bit, but no, it's down because it's down from here, but it's up from here. And do I have any other data to go by? It doesn't look like I really... Yep, I do. It was a lot higher. I was going to say it's a lot higher when it was $400. What do we got here? We got like 3.7, not much higher. Not much higher at all, but somewhat. 3 point, almost 4%. So it's up a lot from here. It's down a lot from the highs, 2.8%. As far as the shorter term time frame, which is really what I want to show this on with amongst the really the single hour and even probably even the 3 hour. But the price action breaking out above here, doing so yesterday morning. So for the last day and a quarter or so, or close to, has been managing to move in this uptrend, breaking out past this level of resistance. And then on the 3 hour time frame, there we see it, excitation of the 18 and just phenomenally having a nice move breaking above this. So we'll see. Is this going to be a indicator for Litecoin to start the gains? It had a nice break above it here on June the 19th, and it obviously failed. So they're not always going to work out that way. But when I see a move breaking out above this, well, we'll see what happens from here because it's making a statement. And when it does this, oftentimes it can have six moves and the next level up. And that's what I'm cheering for. I mean, I'm making no bones about it. But obviously, the market's always going to do what it's going to do, and I can do nothing more than just react to the situation. Have yourself a great day. Bye bye.